Good morning, everybody. You are currently listening to a Tall Girls podcast hosted by a tall girl named India. I hope that everyone here is doing super amazing today. We have another episode of Tall Girl Reacts to Tall Girl Problems. I actually haven't done one of these in what feels like forever. It's been super long. I try to do at least one every single month, but I think it's been a couple weeks, probably even like a month and a half. It's been a minute. I think it's because of all the requests that I've gotten from you guys on other topics to discuss here on this podcast. And honestly, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about that. I am super grateful for all the requests because I do want to create content that you guys enjoy. So yeah, if you are new here, hi. Tall Girl Reacts to Tall Girl Problems is a series here on this podcast where I, a tall girl, react to those tall girl problem posts from 2011 Tumblr and basically determine whether or not these are actually problems that tall women face. Like, if you know, you know. Well, I feel like some of you guys were probably just born or not even born in 2011, so you may or may not know about those posts, but you know what? We're here to bring them back. We're here to bring them back in 2022. So, yeah. I feel like so far we're kind of leaning towards that these are problems that tall women actually face. But there are so many more in the bank that we have to go through. So let's just get started. Your shorter friend decides they need to sit in the front seat and then complains when your knees are in their back. It's time to end that friendship. Plain and simple, it's time to end that friendship. They were never your friends, ever, with a capital E, ever. Because if they were your friend, they would move their seat up. Plain and simple. Again, they would move their seat up. They would want to make sure that you have space. If they truly cared about you, they would probably even have let you sit in the front seat. They wouldn't have even taken the front seat, fully knowing that you need the front seat because you need space for those beautiful long legs of yours. But if it was absolutely dire that they had to sit in the front seat, I don't know, maybe it's because they're sitting next to their mom or dad, or maybe they have the GPS and they're the only ones that know how to work it and they have to sit up front to navigate or whatever. Okay, whatever. But they would still at least help you out and move their seat up and not complain about it because their seat would be moved up. You would have space and your knees would not be in their back. First off, they already have more than enough leg room up there, more than enough than they actually need. So yes, they can move their seat up. And second off, if they're actually being like that, like complaining about how your knees are in their back, I would just say stretch your legs out to the side or over the seat or in the space behind the seat that's next to them, the front seat that's next to them, until the car ride is over. And then, after that car ride, I would just set some boundaries or just end that friendship overall. Low-key toxicity right there, because that is just disrespectful that they would do that. But personally, my friends are pretty good with that. They either let me sit in the front or they just move their seat up. Some have even moved it all the way up. And I'm like, you don't need to move it up that much. Like, their knees are right on that glove compartment. Every bump, they hit it against the glove compartment. And that's why I'm like, you don't need to move it up that much. But they want to make sure I have enough leg room. So pretty appreciative of that. But yeah, if your friends are acting like that, I don't know. If they're not moving their seat up to the glove compartment, is that really a true friendship? Think about it. Is that really a true friendship? So let's mark this tall girl problem as a tall friend problem. Yes. Next one. When your short friends complain about the hem on their jeans being too long and you can't even find pants that cover your ankles. Low key, why am I sensing an underlying theme of short friends here? Last one was short friends. This one is short friends. Like, I'm just picking these up at random. I'm picking these at random, and it's hilarious that there's this theme of short friends. And honestly, what's even funnier is that the jeans will be too long on them, but they'll be too short on me. Like, please explain to me, how does that even work? Tell me how does that even work? And honestly, along with that, tell me there is a huge height difference without telling me that there's a huge height difference. I'm telling you, like, there are posts on Instagram where there's one friend that's like 4'10", and then you have the other friend that's like 6'5". But hey, love comes in all shapes, sizes, and heights. But yeah, that height difference is honestly hilarious. I have definitely experienced that height difference, actually. And honestly, this happens with me and my mom. It's hilarious because every time she tries on a pair of pants or a shirt and it's too long, whether the pant legs are too long or the shirt sleeves are too long, because there may be a long sleeve shirt if it's too long, or even the shirt itself, like the torso may be too long, then she just gives them to me to try it on, but then they end up not being long enough. And what makes it even worse is that she's only 2 or 3 inches shorter than me. So, yet again, how does that even work? Honestly, I think it's probably just my limbs. I have pretty long legs compared to the rest of my body, and pretty long arms compared to the rest of my body. So it really just might be my limbs. But this shouldn't even be a tall girl problem, okay? Because if you listen to my earlier episodes, on how to find clothes if you're a tall person, how to find jeans, me reviewing my jeans in my wardrobe, places to shop, stuff like that, you would know where and how to find clothes that fit your length. So if you're sitting there like, yeah, I don't know where to find clothes that can fit me and my long limbs, you need to go listen to those episodes. Yeah. Next one. When people complain and whine about how they're not as tall as you and all you want is to be as short as them. Okay, we are here to love our heights. That's the point of this podcast. We're here to love our heights, the good, the bad, the ugly. We're here to embrace the amazingness of it and also embrace the non-amazingness of it. Does that even make sense? We're here to love our insecurities as well. Every single embarrassing thing that's happened because of it, we are here, honestly, to laugh about it and be like, that is just a part of the journey. That's just a part of being a tall girl. And it's amazing, okay? No matter how tall or how short you are, you have to understand that our heights are absolute blessings. They are blessings. We were given it for a reason. We are beautiful with it. We are meant to grow with it, both figuratively and literally. I must admit that this honestly used to be a tall girl problem for me. I used to complain about how tall I was and how I can't find jeans and why am I so much taller than everybody. Everybody's looking at me weird, and I used to just wish I was just shorter with the rest of them. And then people would be like, no, I wish I had your height. It's so awesome. And then it's just an ongoing cycle. No, just no. Everyone has superpowers, and my height is one of mine. I have the ability to reach things for other people, to help someone find their lost kid in a crowd, to outrun people who pose as a danger to me, trying to rob me, whatever, to enter a room with super high level confidence, to see things that other people can't see. And if you're a tall person listening to this, you have these powers too. Okay, so we are claiming it today. We are claiming it now. This complaining and whining about our heights, because I know that some of you guys are short too. I looked at my comments on Pinterest and stuff. I know that some of my listeners are on the shorter tide too. So no matter how tall, how short we are claiming it today, that we are no longer, well, I shouldn't say no longer because that's super absolute, but we are going to tone down complaining and whining about our heights because we love our heights. We are starting to love our heights today, right now. Our heights are beautiful. And that's on period. That's a fact. Well, that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it, and I really do appreciate you. As always, feel free to hit me up on my socials at A Tall Girls Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest, of course. Let me know what you thought of this episode and what you want me to do next, and I don't know, how your day is going. And just what you think of my podcast overall. Just let me know anything. Just let me know anything. I will definitely respond to you. I respond to 99.9% of my comments because I don't know, sometimes notifications are tricky and I don't get all the notifications for my episodes. But let me know what's up. Let me know what's the vibe. Everything is going to be linked below. And also feel free to leave me a review. Leave me a review letting me know and virtually the entire world what do you think of this podcast. Just let me know that this podcast is super awesome. Did that sound shallow? Maybe just a little bit. I don't know, but I will catch you in the next one. Good night and goodbye.